There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and heard around the world on the Voice of America, with major funding provided by Bailey and Glasser and the West Virginia Division of Tourism. Welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune. But the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Well, thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. And we are in Huntington, West Virginia tonight in the historic Keith Albee Theater, part of the Martial Artist Series. And we are so delighted to be here. We have a very special show for this occasion. Mr. John Pizzarelli has come down from New York City to be with us with his quartet. And also one of the most important musical forces in America, Allen Toussaint, has come up from New Orleans with his quartet, and they're going to get extended sets. We only have 3 guests on this show. We wanted to give both those 2 guys enough time to really show you all of their talent. But we're going to start out with a young woman who, in her early 20s, who is starting to make her mark in the world of music. She's born in the Northeast. Her folks were both visual artists, and she kind of was born with the gypsy soul. She's been wandering around for the last couple of years in her van, writing songs and subjects that she found on the road. She's got a new record out there called I Will Not Be Afraid on Little High 30 Tigers Music. Please welcome, for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Caroline Rose.
Stumbling, trembling as a tremor in the depths beneath the trenches, when I came upon a spotted horse, the lonely dun and tattered man, grazing yellow grass and feet of straight back silken hair. It was then I realized, with a lasso around the sky, I'd find a morning, so the sun it would be always on the rise. Come 5 days sleepless, 1,000 miles behind me, I heard a voice in the wind speaking, it drew my soul in silhouette. Oh, Alice, move along. I got 2 arms, this world won't know it's here to stand on. So don't you ride a 12-lane highway off the curve, picking love. I still see wonder I got 2 legs to stand on. I drink myself blind, curtailed by moderation. Stand on me while I stand on you, for lack of something better to do. America religious, zealot, I eat slices of white privilege processed by agribusiness. Ain't this what you'd always dreamed to be? You were the 2 spots, the dream spot, all scattered bare at the table, lamps were plunged in nectar deep. deep, going table conversation. And meanwhile, out in the distance, through the mist, there rang a scream as we all dropped our heads. We shared our eyes, Lord, thank you for this feast. But I think I'd like to take this time to toast myself here's to the wine. Keep your 2 cents, spend me your change, honey, round here we work for our pay. Hey, hey, it's a wonder I got 2 legs to stand on. I drink myself blind and curtailed by moderation. Stand on me while I stand on you. Foot loose, disillusioned and blue. Disillusioned and blue. Thank you. We're going to do, we usually play with a 4-piece band. We're doing this duo. So I'm going to take advantage of this very respectful crowd and do a solo acoustic jam. stumble through the door to your room. You smell of liquor and a sweet perfume. Using words like hope and truth. You pray someone will find you where you go, honey, don't look back. Throw on your coat and light a cigarette. And when you go, don't bother to tip your cap. 'Cause it's your God-given right to be free. You're feeling lost in the halls of your home. You find peace between the cemetery walls. And when you walk alone. And pray no one will bind you when you go, honey, don't look back. Throw on your coat and light a cigarette. And when you go, don't bother to tip your cap. 'Cause it's your God-given right to be free. We can read from a life you chose. Bury your heart between the cracks in the road. Watch it spring up when the ground is froze. Buried is your soul. When you go, oh honey, don't look back. Throw on your coat and light a cigarette. And when you go, don't bother to tip your cap. 'Cause it's your God-given right to be free. Yes, it's your God-given right to be free. Yes, it's your God-given right. Thank you. Just want to clarify, I don't live in a car anymore. I live on a sofa. So just want to make that clear to everyone. I've upgraded in life, but I actually have spent a lot of time wandering around the state of West Virginia, and I have to say, it's one of the best kept secrets in the entire United States. Also best kept secrets for all the weird places that are here. I spent a lot of time wandering around. I did this sort of road trip that I just kind of wandered around the Monongahela. Is that right? Is that how you say it? Yeah? Okay. I kind of went down the whole forest and then just stopped at all the little weird spots that I found on my map. And I found one that was like a big radio telescope. It was like owned by NASA. And it was like in the middle of nowhere. I showed up at night, and it was like there's no lights out there. It's in the middle of the mountains. And I kind of wandered my way through this little mountain road, and then all of a sudden there's like these big red lights. All I could see were the lights on the telescope. And this thing is like massive, just many stories high. And it just kind of comes up out of the ground. I'm like, whoa, this is the weirdest thing. And I pulled in, and everything was closed at that point. It was kind of foggy, sort of eerie. And there were a bunch of like old blue hearses that were driving around. It was the strangest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I heard that they've shut it down, which makes it even creepier, and I want to go back. But I ended up camping. I slept in my car in the parking lot because I was so curious what the telescope looked like, and I stayed into the morning, and I just will never forget those blue hearses. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That's my West Virginia story. We're going to play you a tune called Goodbye May. This isn't on any record that we have. We just recorded it. But I wrote this song when I was about 19. I just don't remember what I wrote it about. But the song's called Goodbye May, and I don't know anyone named May, so I think I wrote it in May. That's all I got. One last step. You're standing still, but that edge is coming quick. The stew brews, but the air is ripe and thick. And the smell of it is the smell of a slow, fat rain. The kind that moves backwards in space. It says good afternoon, but it don't show its face. As the old-fashioned drawl, it just saunters on through the yard and smiles and says, goodbye, May. Just as out there in the middle, you take a bigger heart to take the better part of me. Bolt the door, I just step up the stairs. Shut the blinds, the sun's too bright for your eyes to bear. And that little cherub is Gabriel, so baptized, so civilized, so commonized, it's painful. He's just another little gentrifying angel, making his way across Frederick Douglass Boulevard, sprinkling his gold dust all along the way. Goodbye, May. Just as out there in the middle, you take a bigger heart to take the better part of me. I am but me. So if you wanna feel worth living, you can meet me on the other side of the rain. Goodbye, May. Goodbye, May. Goodbye, May. He's got the left hand grabbing as many as he can. He's got the right hand in a leather glove, and he's shaking all the hands. What's that? You got a heart and a piece of mind. He must not be a man, not back in line. A two-time do-right, black and white, you'll be fine. thank you. This is a really cool gig for us to get, because I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to play with amazing musicians like this, so it's a huge honor to open the show. Thank you guys very much for being such a lovely audience. Mountain Stage for having us. This is our last song. I'm Caroline Rose. This is my bandmate, Brett Lanier. You can clap. It's okay. We're going to play you a tune called Let Me In. It's about standing outside a Walmart when you really got to go to the bathroom.
Tethered and I ain't feeling human. From my bed I hear them whispering the music from the hall that filters in. Somebody in the court yells, I'm in love again. But I am on my knees, crying now. When that moon is bright, yes, we'll shine. We are young, we're free, and we don't need anyone. Taste the dirt, our backs are blistering. We're crawling, crawling till our jeans wear thin. And we will scale the trees. We're crying now. When that moon is bright, yes, we'll shine. We are young, we're free, and we don't just still take a bite out of you. Don't let me settle down. Oh, just still let me taste your skin with the natives on the prowl. It takes a life to live. Would you please just let me Thank you very much.
Along with Brett Lanier on the pedal steel, Caroline Rose right there. The new CD is called I Will Not Be Afraid, and you heard some songs off that one, including the last one, Let Me In, which was the fourth song on that CD. I'm glad she told me what it was about. I was wondering. It's time to welcome Julie Adams and the Mountain Stage Band, which is, as always, Ron Soule on acoustic guitar is the leader of the band. Michael Lipton and Ryan Kennedy are our lead guitar players. Bob Thompson is our piano player. Ahmed Solomon plays the drums. Steve Hill plays the bass. And this show is a celebration of the Mardi Gras season, and she's gone to one of our good friends who was born down in New Orleans. He's not always identified with New Orleans, but he's certainly one of America's great singer-songwriters, Mr. Chris Smither. She's doing his tune called Deed I Do. Say hello to Julie Adams.
Do you know that all the love I show has been around the world with no place else to go? Deed I do. I've seen it before. Do you hear all the sounds I fear are just the echoes left by what I thought was dear? Deed I do all that and more. Why does all this heartbreak call me lovingly? How does it know how to open my door? Well, you taught it how, and what you still allow. To keep the keys, we'll use them. Even now they come to call on you. They'll haunt you for sure. Yes, they'll call on you. They'll haunt you for sure. Do you see that all the parts of me that I thought made me real could never set me free? Deed I do most of the time. Do you know that all the grief I show is just the weight of thoughts that ought to let me go? Deed I do most of it's mine. How did you see all I do from way downtown? Why did I think I should try it alone? It's just the nature of things. Everybody sings these little solo songs. They are the bridge that brings you back where you belong. Where I've been waiting in line, back where you belong. Where I've been standing in line.
Julie Adams Mountain Stage Band with a Chris Smithers song. You're listening to Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia. From Newgrass to indie pop at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at gotowv.com. Additional support is provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. You can hear Mountain Stage guest performances, including songs not heard on the radio, at NPR Music. The online address is npr.org/Mountain Stage. We'd love to hear from you. If you have questions or suggestions, our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook. You can ask us anything on Tumblr and hear our Song of the Week on Stitcher. All of those links are at our brand new website, mountainstage.org. As we record this show at the historic Keith Albee Theater in Huntington, West Virginia, it's the Mardi Gras season, and we're going to celebrate in the best possible way right now with a man who personifies the music of New Orleans, and for that matter, has made a huge contribution to American music as a whole. He was with us one time before 25 years ago. We're so glad that we could get him back again. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's a Grammy Trustees Award winner. He won the National Medal of the Arts, awarded by President Obama. And he has had his songs recorded by or produced or collaborated with the Rolling Stones, the band, Paul Simon, Robert Plant, Alison Krauss, Paul McCartney, Elvis Costello, Fish, The Who, and many, many more, believe me. We're going to give him an extended set, but it would take a much longer set than this just for him to perform all the hit songs that he has been involved with over the years. As a matter of fact, we had a joke backstage. If there's any song that's really cool, you don't know who wrote it, chances are he wrote it. That's the fact. Elton John said, when I meet someone like Allen Toussaint, it's the equivalent of the Dalai Lama, because of all the influence he's had. And as a matter of fact, ironically, truthfully, 2013, Mr. Toussaint got an honorary doctorate from Tulane. At the same time, they awarded one to the Dalai Lama. So you got 2 for 1 on that deal. His latest CD is called The Songbook. It has a lot of his hit songs, and you're going to hear a bunch of those tonight. It is our great pleasure to welcome back to the Mountain Stage Mr. Allen Toussaint.
I love the way you love to live. You love life. Your inspiration. I love the way that you give. Your heart's so free. You're a sweet sensation. You're my invitation to happiness. You're full of sweet surprises, happiness. You fill my heart's desire more, 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 and more, and over again. Keep that goodness coming, keep it coming. Oh yes, keep it coming. I love the way you watch the world through kind eyes, and that's why you're never sad, sad. If things don't bother you like dudes don't so wise, you hold on to the good and you let the bad just go on by. It's hard to believe your happiness. I want your love forever, happiness. Say you leave me never more, 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 and more, and over again. Keep that goodness coming. Keep it coming. Oh yes, keep it coming. Happiness, give me your love forever, happiness. I say you leave me never more, 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 and more, and over again. Keep that goodness coming, keep it coming. Oh yes, keep it coming, coming, keep it coming. Oh yes, keep it coming. Is it still snowing outside? I love the snow up here, and you all just got it all the time. We don't get it in New Orleans. Send us some. Sneaking Sally through the alley, trying to keep her out of sight. Sneaking Sally through the alley, and up pops my wife. I said, now I couldn't find nothing wrong with being friends. Sometimes she let me use her car. She said, if you can't find nothing wrong with your mind, you better find something wrong with her. So I began to try and explain that it wasn't just a what she thought. I better find something to do with my time. The fact is I just been caught. Sneaking Sally through the alley, sneaking Sally through the alley. Sneaking Sally through the alley, trying to get away clean. Sneaking Sally through the alley, and up pops the queen. And I'm trying to talk, double talk, get myself in trouble, talk, catching myself in lies. And Mama just looked at me as if I was crazy and didn't even bat an eye. So I began to try and explain that it wasn't just what she thought. I better find something to do with my time. The fact is I just been caught. Sneaking Sally through the alley, 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 sneaking Sally through the alley. Thank you. I wrote that a long time ago for Lee Dorsey, and he did a marvelous job on it. And then the great Robert Palmer, of course, did a funky version of it, he and Lil George, and I just thank them forever. Now's the time for all good men to get together with one another, iron out their problems and iron out their quarrels, and try to live as brothers, and try to find peace within without stepping on one another. And do respect the women of the world. Just remember we all had mothers, and make this land a better land and a world in which we live, and help each man be a better man with the kindness that you give. And I know we can make it. I know that we can. I know darn well we can work it out. Yes we can. I know we can. Yes we can. Rock it when we want it. Yes we can. I know we can make it work. I know we can make it if we try. Yes we can. I know we can. Yes we can. Rock your body. Yes we can. I know we can. Take care of the children of the world. They're our strongest hope of the future, the little bitty boys and girls. And make this land a better land and a world in which we live, and help each man be a better man with the kindness that you give. And I know we can make it. I know darn well we can work it out. Yes we can. I know we can. Yes we can. Rock it when we want it. Yes we can. I know we can make it work. I know we can make it if we try. Yes we can. I know we can. Yes we can. Got your body. Yes we can. I know we can. Take care of the children of the world. They're our strongest hope of the future, the little bitty boys and girls. And make this land a better land and a world in which we live, and help each man be a better man with the kindness that you give. And I know we can make it. I know that we can. I know darn well we can work it out. Yes we can. Yes we can. I know we can make it work. I know we can make it if we try. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Why can't we if we want it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Great God, somebody. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Why can't we if we want it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Great God, somebody. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Why can't we if we want it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Great God, somebody. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Why can't we if we want it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Great God, somebody. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Hey, baby, are you really, really ready to go with me? And hey, baby, are you really, really ready for some fun? Well, then you're really, really ready for me. Yeah. Gonna do some old school. Gonna do some old fooling around. Gonna do some old school. Gonna do some old fooling around. Hey, baby, do you remember the alley-oop? It was round the time that everybody was trying to hula hoop, and the world was much younger then. Guns and weapons weren't in. A fight was lost with a black eye. It didn't mean somebody had to die. And the music was hot. Revolutionary beats and grooves. And the fashion was chic. And the dancing was too. They did the pony like Pony Maroney. They did the line dance. Here's her body and mind dance. They did the bus stop long before hip hop. We could take a sea cruise. We could take some rhythm and blues. Let's relight the fuse. Gonna do some old school, old school. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Let's do that again. Old school. Old fooling around. old school. Yes. There's a certain girl I've been after a long, long time.
What's her name?
I can't tell you. I can't reveal her name until I get her.
What's her name?
I can't tell you. But one day I wake up and say, just to have you, I'll be your slave. There's a certain girl I've been after a long, long time.
What's her name?
I can't tell you. There's a certain chick I've been sweet on since I met her.
What's her name?
I can't tell you. Don't ask me her name. I can't reveal it till I get her.
What's her name?
I can't tell you. I've tried time and time again. We end up as nothing but friends. There's a certain girl I've been after a long, long time.
What's her name?
I can't tell you the words of person I know. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law, she worries me so. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law, she leave us alone. We would have a happy home. How could she speak so low? Mother-in-law,
Mother-in-law.
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 I come home with my pay. Mother-in-law,
Mother-in-law.
she asks me what I made. Mother-in-law,
Mother-in-law.
she thinks our advice is the Constitution. But if she would leave, that would be the solution. And don't come back no more. Mother-in-law,
Mother-in-law.
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 Went to the fortune teller. I had my fortune read. I didn't know what to tell her. I had a dizzy feeling in my head. Then she took a look at my palm. She said, "Sonny, you feel kinda warm." She looked into her crystal ball and said, "You're in love." I said, "How could that be so? I'm not tight with none of the girls I know." She said, "When the next sunrise, you'll be looking in her eyes." And then something struck me, as if it came from up above. While looking at the fortune teller, I fell in love. And now I'm a happy fella. I'm married to the fortune teller. We're happy as we can be. And now I'll get my fortune told for free. Working in the coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in the coal mine, about to slip down. Working in the coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in the coal mine, about to slip down. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm already up and gone. Lord, I'm so tired. How long can this go on? Just working in the coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in the coal mine, about to slip down. Working in the coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in the coal mine, about to slip. 'Cause I make a little money, hauling coal by the ton. When Saturday rolls around, I'm too tired for having fun, too tired for fun. Just a working in the coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in the coal mine, about to slip down. Working in the coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in the coal mine. There's a certain girl I've been in love with a long, long time.
What's her name?
I can't can't tell you, I can't reveal her name, make up mine.
What's her name?
I can't tell you. One day I wake up and say, just to have you, I'll be your slave. There's a certain girl I've been after a long, long time.
What's her name?
I can't tell you. Certain girl. Certain girl. Thank you. Anywhere I am, there's a bit of Tipatina. Anywhere I am, there's a bit of Tipatina. Anyone from New Orleans knows exactly what I mean. Anywhere I go, something goes along with me. Anywhere I go, something goes along with me. It's the charm of the city, hey, 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 the Crescent City in me. It's a New Orleans thing. It's a New Orleans thing. It doesn't leave you just because you leave town. Hey, hey. We got our own special swing. It's a New Orleans thing. It's a New Orleans thing. It's a New Orleans thing. It doesn't leave you just because you leave town. No, we got our own private sting. It's a New Orleans thing. Thank you. I love to go to the quarter. I love to go downtown. Stop in at the music factory and see who's getting down. It could be anyone where the music flows so free. Could be Trombone Shorty, Dr. John, might even be me. Anywhere I go, something goes along with me. It's the charm of the city, hey, 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 the Crescent City in me. It's a New Orleans thing. It's a New Orleans thing. It doesn't leave you just because you leave town. No, we got our own special swing. It's a New Orleans thing. It's a New Orleans thing. It's a New Orleans thing. It doesn't leave you just because you leave town. Now, we got our own private sting. It's a New Orleans thing. New Orleans thing. Yes, it's a New Orleans thing. Of all the songs that I've written, a musicologist reported to me that this is the most covered song of mine of all that I've written, and I don't know why, because 5 minutes after I wrote it, I didn't want to say this. But I wrote it for Lee Dorsey to sing, and when he heard it, he said, I want to say that. And I'm glad he did, because it's been re-recorded by more artists than any other of my songs, and the biggest hit was by the Grateful Dead, in whom I'm grateful to, because I'm a deadhead at heart. Definitely, definitely so. Get out my life, woman, 'cause you don't love me no more. Get out my life, woman, you don't love me no more. Get out my life, woman, you don't love me no more. Get out my eyes, teardrops, 'cause I've got to see my way around. Get out my eyes, teardrops, I've got to see my way around. Get out my life, heartaches, nothing but heartaches by the pound. Get off my ladder, woman, 'cause I've got to climb up to the top. Get off my ladder, woman, I've got to climb up to the top. Get off my ladder, woman, and there is nothing gonna make me stop. Get out the way, woman, I've got to be moving on. Get out the way, woman, I've got to be long gone. Get out my life, woman. You don't love me no more. I don't know exactly where I am, but I love it. All the beauty and all the snow, everywhere I look. I don't know exactly where to go. I looked for Miss Rosie the Riveter. Didn't know what to make of that. But I found out she was a wonderful, great lady. Bernard Pochet, his own personal composition. Pretty, pretty. Man of many talents. St. James Infirmary. How many ever been to New Orleans Mardi Gras? Well, it's upon us now, so we thought we'd bring a little bit to you. Mr. Mardi Gras, Mr. Mardi Gras. Everybody knows Mr. Mardi Gras. Mr. Mardi Gras, Mr. Mardi Gras. Everybody knows Mr. Mardi Gras. Throw me something, mister, show me something, please. Or when the big chief say, Heichel, Hande, Shaka, Paka, Shapaka, Shawiz. In the land of the kings and queens, where fun is supreme, where the big boat roll right through your soul, down yonder in New Orleans. We got to keep them big boat rolling, keep them big boat rolling, keep the big boat rolling along. We got to keep them big boat rolling, keep them big boat rolling, keep the big boat rolling along. Guitar. Mardi Gras, Mr. Mardi Gras. Everybody knows Mr. Mardi Gras. Mr. Mardi Gras, Mr. Mardi Gras. Everybody knows Mr. Mardi Gras. Mr. Mardi Gras. Southern night, have you ever felt a southern night? Free as a breeze, not to mention the trees, whistling tunes that you know and love so. Mysteries like this and many others in the trees, they all glow in the night in the southern sky, in the southern sky. Thank you.
Mr. Allen Toussaint. His latest is The Songbook on Rounder Concord Records. An American institution right there. Allen Toussaint and his band from New Orleans. The Songbook on Concord Records is his latest recording. So much of American music has he touched and influenced. You heard a lot of the hit songs right there. Believe me, there are more. He could keep going all night long, probably, of all the songs that you have heard of that he wrote. What a treat to have him here on the Mountain Stage. Part of the Martial Artist Series at the Keith Albee Theater in Huntington, West Virginia. I'd like to say thanks to the Martial Artist Series, Penny Watkins, who's run this great series for many years and has had us over, and we very much appreciate this, as we always have. I'd like to say hello to you, if you are listening right now, over WMRY, Charlottesville, Virginia, or WVWV, Huntington, West Virginia. Thank you so much for being with us. Hope that you'll be with us next week. Another classic singer-songwriter from 1999. We're bringing out a classic episode that features Randy Newman, Richard Thompson, Mattapat, and a trio of Eddie Reeder, Clive Gregson, and Boo Hewerdine. Hope you can be listening to that one. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Thank you so much. Welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. If you're just tuning in, I think you'll be glad that you did. We are in the Keith Albee Theater in Huntington, West Virginia, part of the Martial Artists series. We just had an extended set from Mr. Allen Toussaint. During this hour, we're also going to have an extended set from another great singer and guitar player, John Pizzarelli and his quartet. But we're going to open this hour with our own Bob Thompson. Bob has chosen a really interesting tune to do. Back Home Again in Indiana, which was originally released in 1917, was one of the first popular jazz recordings released by the original Dixieland Jazz Band. Say hello to Bob Thompson. Bob Thompson, Back Home in Indiana. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia, from newgrass to indie pop at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at go2wv.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Hope you'll take a look at our brand new website, mountainstage.org. You can click listen there to hear a 24-hour stream of classic Mountain Stage content. You can also find out who will be appearing on the Mountain Stage. Come see us in person. You can buy your tickets right there. All this and more at mountainstage.org. If you missed part of this Mountain Stage, or anyone, you can visit the archive section of mountainstage.org. Or you can subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Each podcast will include songs we don't have time to fit on the radio, as well as the complete finale song. And now we are so happy to welcome back a man who's been with us 4 times before on the Mountain Stage, but it's been far too long since he's visited. He is one of America's great jazz pop song stylists and certainly one of the great guitar players in America today. He grew into it naturally. His father, Bucky, is and has been one of the great jazz guitar players of all times. And John was inspired by him, as well as folks like Nat King Cole. And when you listen to John Pizzarelli and listen to his records, listen to his show, his cabaret shows, his symphony shows, whatever it is, you're liable to hear everything from Gershwin and Cole Porter to James Taylor and the Beatles, but it will always be in his inimitable style. Please welcome, along with his band, back to the Mountain Stage, Mr. John Pizzarelli.
Cigarette holder, which wigs me over her shoulder. She digs me out catting my satin doll. Baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're flipping. Speaks Latin, my satin doll. She's nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, but I ain't for no girl catching me. Everybody, switcheroony, our telephone numbers. Well, you know, doing my rumbas with Uno and that my satin doll. She's nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, but I ain't for no girl catching me. Switcheroony telephone numbers, well, you know, doing my rumbas with Uno, and that my satin doll. Out cat, my satin doll, and that my satin doll, satin doll. What do you need? Thank you very much. I am John Pizzarelli, and I'd like to introduce you to the gentlemen of the band. On the drums right now, and for the show, from Los Angeles, California, is Mr. Kevin Canner. On the piano from Perth, Australia, ladies and gentlemen, the internationally renowned Konrad Pashkudsky. And on the bass is the son of Bucky Pizzarelli, the other son of Bucky Pizzarelli. That's my brother, Martin Pizzarelli. We're going to do, we're just starting with a few Ellington songs. The first thing was Duke Ellington and Johnny Mercer, Satin Doll. This next song is Don't Get Around Much Anymore. But before you get too excited about it, we've gone and ruined it, really. As I look at it, it is one of the most depressing songs that's ever been written because it leads with, I missed the Saturday dance. It doesn't say I made the Saturday, it says I missed the Saturday dance. So you're already one down. And then I heard they crowded the floor, and then I realized it's awfully different without her, and I don't get around much anymore. It's not a very happy song. So we thought we would take all the joy out of it by taking it out of its original key, for me, of B flat, and putting it in the very depressing key of G minor. We've set Duke Ellington's melody to another Duke Ellington song, East St. Louis Toodaloo. So, ladies and gentlemen, settle in for a very depressing Don't Get Around Much Anymore. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I miss the Saturday dance. Heard they crowded the floor. I couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. I got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Well, darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. But nevertheless, why stir up old memories? I've been invited on dates. I might have gone, but what for? They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Don't get around much anymore. Saturday dance. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Don't get around much anymore. Got as far as the door. Might have gone, but what for? Oh, don't get around much anymore. No more. One, two, three. In a mellow tone, feeling fancy free, and I'm not alone. I got company, everything's okay. The livelong day with this mellow song, I can't go wrong. In a mellow tone, that's the way to live. If you're mope and grown, something's gotta give. So go your way and laugh and play. The joy unknown in the mellow tone. That's the way to live. If you're mope and groan, something's gotta give. So go your way and laugh and play. There's joy unknown in the mellow tone. Thank you. Thank you very much. The lyricist of that song was a man named Milt Gabler, who, and Duke Ellington's In a Mellow Tone. Milt Gabler was also Billy Crystal's uncle and worked for Commodore and Decca Records, and he's the reason why Louis Armstrong was at Billy Crystal's bar mitzvah. And the story that Billy Crystal tells, which is fantastic, is of Billy Crystal watching one of his aunts go across the room at the bar mitzvah to Louis Armstrong and tapping him on the shoulder, and Louis Armstrong turning around, and she said to him, "Did you ever think of clearing your throat?" This is a 7-string guitar that was invented by, thank you. This guitar the idea of the 7-string guitar was invented by a man named George Van Epps. And they mass-produced them in the mid-'60s, Gretsch did. And my father, Bucky Pizzarelli, bought one, and it stuck. He just didn't play any other guitar since then. So in my house, 7-string guitars were free, and I had to learn one. This guitar was made by a man named Bill Mole from Springfield, Missouri, and I'm going to play a song on it right now to demonstrate it. And so instead of chords, say like this. You now have, you don't need a bass player now. Oh, that was it. Mom likes him best. So here is a song made popular by Les Paul. This is How High the Moon. Thank you very much. The current record that is out there available to the public is called Mercer Street. It's a celebration of the genius of Johnny Mercer, a great songwriter from Savannah, Georgia. Wrote with pretty much everybody, over 180. Some people have it up around 200 people. There are people in this room who have probably written songs with Johnny Mercer. So we just took a sprinkling of them and we'll throw them at you. The first one is from a movie called Daddy Longlegs, and that starred Fred Astaire and Leslie Caron. And the problem was, Fred Astaire was 25 years older than Leslie Caron, and they're supposed to be love interests. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But of course, you need a song that sort of expresses that, and Johnny Mercer found a way to make it work. And Fred Astaire was always indebted for the song, Something's Gotta Give. 1, 2, 3. When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no because I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna be kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Some's gotta give, some's gotta give, some's gotta give. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Some's gotta give, some's gotta give, some's gotta give. Thank you very much. I've done this song before, but I thought I would play it. There's only 2 songs in my repertoire, and maybe in pretty much everyone. Oh, actually, there'd be 3 maybe, that actually mention West Virginia in a song. There is a Johnny Mercer song that mentions West Virginia, and I thought, why not play it? So this is also Words and music by Johnny Mercer. In this song, the member of the marching band saves the day for the football team. This has never happened, ever, nor will it. But it's a wonderful idea for a song. I was in a marching band in high school, very proud of my time, with the Don Bosco all-boys Catholic institution of boys. Boys. I played trumpet in the band. We had 2 songs for 4 years. McNamara's Band and The Horse. I don't know if you know The Horse, but yeah, exactly. That's all we could memorize. But the best part of the 4 years, did I say all boys? Was when we got measured for the jackets. Got those great sort of varsity jackets. They had leather sleeves, you know, and the crest of the school and your name. And on the back it said Don Bosco Prep. And in the middle of that jacket you could get whatever it is that you do, whatever it was that you did for those 4 years. They would put on the back of that. So you got the football team, you got the football with the graduating year, the soccer ball with the graduating year. For the 2 Catholics who skated, there were 2 sticks and a puck. They had a winged foot for the track guys. I always liked the winged foot. I, being in the marching band, had a G clef on the back of my jacket. It was like a target. There he goes. Let's go get him. He's in the band. But I'm still here. So here's a song. Jamboree Jones is the gentleman's name. I begin my story out in West Virginia in a little college. Most of the student body only cared for football, never mind the knowledge. Never mind the sheepskin, they preferred the pigskin, seemed to have it in their bones. They knew all about it, couldn't live without it, all except a certain Mr. Jamboree Jones. He played the clarinet with all his might. He practiced night and day, he studied day and night. No running up the field for Mr. Jones. He'd rather run up the scales and down the scales. Ba-boop-a-dee-ba-da-ba. What tones? Even though his buddies always cut their studies to attend a rally. While they were rootin', you could hear him tootin', what's become of Sally? How his friends did hate him, co-eds wouldn't date him. They thought he was an awful bore. But he liked his rhythm more than being with him, so he just ran off and went to practice some more. Meanwhile, the team marched on to greater fame till they were asked to play that famous Rose Bowl game. And on that day of days, the students beamed. What did they do when the team marched on the field? They screamed. Starting with the kickoff, they pulled every trick off, but they couldn't win it. Instead of going forward, they were going backward, about a mile a minute. Well, see, in their position, they called intermission, and they heard the referee say, 17-0, ain't exactly nothing, and you only got about a minute to play. When from the stands there came a distant wail, and it was Jamboree, swinging Hold'em yell. And all the students, they began to yell. The players marched up the field and down the field. Pell-mell. Now on that certain West Virginia hill, there stands a college still, just as it always will. And there's a picture in its Hall of Fame. You'll see the boy in the frame who won that game. Jamboree Jones is the gentleman's name. Jamboree Jones is the gentleman's name. Jamboree Jones. Jamboree Jones is the gentleman's name. West Virginia. These are 3 you songs. I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. I passed the shadowy lane and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream. Moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam, same old dream. With every stop that we made, I thought about you. And when I pulled down the shade, I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. I remember you. You're the one who made my dreams come true a few kisses ago. I remember you. You're the one who said I love you too. I do. Didn't you know? I remember too a distant bell, stars that fell like rain out of the blue. When my life is through and the angels ask me to recall the thrill of them all, then I shall tell them I remember you. Ain't with the folks that has the oil wells and all that jazz, but baby, I'm with you. Ain't with the upper crust, the Stork Club is not a must, but baby, I'm with you. Gee, crazy mixed up me, I'm happy as can be. Who needs the Cadillacs, the mink coats, the income tax? 'Cause baby, I'm with you. Mixed up you feel the same way too. Oh, they got the old moolah, a big yacht, etc. But baby, 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 I'm with you. Thank you very much. Jimmy Van Heusen and Johnny Mercer wrote I Thought About You. Victor Schertzinger and Johnny Mercer wrote I Remember You. And the song I'm With You was written, the music was written by Bobby Troup, the same man who wrote Route 66 for Nat King Cole, wrote the music to I'm With You. He actually made a record, Bobby Troup did, of Johnny Mercer songs. I think it's titled Troup Sings Mercer. What a title. But the big thing about Bobby Troup is he was married to Julie London. I don't know if you fellas, if you don't know Julie London out there, just Google the record covers. It's really one of the sad things about losing that 33 1/3 record cover was how beautiful the Julie London record covers were. My favorite was called It's Time for Julie. And she posed in front of the face of a clock, and she was lying on her back, and she was looking back at the camera, and her legs were sort of up in the air. And I actually, as a child, I learned to tell time by that record. It's a lovely little bit. But look for It's Time for Julie London. This next song is Hoagie Carmichael and Johnny Mercer. One, everybody cool? 2, 3, 4. Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a-journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? You got to accentuate positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium's liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark. What did they do just when everything seemed so dark? Man, they said we better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In-Between. My last remark, Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark. What did they do? Just when everything seems so dark, man, they said we better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In-Between. With Mr. In-Between. Thank you very much. That's a song actually written by Harold Arlen and Johnny Mercer, and it's a song that I got to actually play with a man named Paul McCartney. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a great bass player. He was in a band called Wings for years. Fantastic. And he made a record just a couple years ago, actually 3, called Kisses on the Bottom. It was a record of standard songs. One of them was Accentuate the Positive, Always, I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter, More I Cannot Wish You, Bye Bye Blackbird. It's a wonderful record. Diana Krall was the musical director, and for reasons unbeknownst to me, I got called to play rhythm guitar, because usually my father gets to the phone first. But I won this time, and they called me to go out and play rhythm guitar. Now, I had made a record years ago called John Pizzarelli Meets the Beatles. To that kind of stunned silence. It was released in 1990. It escaped, actually, in 1996. Arrangements by Don Sebesky. They just poured all this money into it. We really thought it was great until we released it. And the American public got a hold of it. And I realized at that time that Beatle fans want their Beatle music delivered to them by Beatles. They didn't want to know from the jazzy interpretations. But it did win Jazz Vocal Record of the Year in Japan. It was big overseas. And the big thing that really I've made about 22 records and that were singing songs. And of the 22, 21 of them, you can go to Amazon and you can look at all the reviews. They have like customer reviews. And most of the records have like 6 or 7 reviews of those records, 21 of those records. And they're mostly written by me. You can tell because it says a listener from New Jersey writes, and then the word genius appears, and you can just go, oh, he wrote that one. That's easy to find. You can figure it out. It's sort of a little game you can have if you have some time. But the Beatle record has about 42 and mostly hate-filled reviews. It's amazing. I didn't really realize people could find that many adjectives for hate. Just go right into the thesaurus, and they were, oh. And this guy in particular, Mark Hennicky, he really didn't like the record. He's from New York. I found him on Facebook. He's not my friend. But his review started like this: Mark Hennicky, United States of America, New York City, and then he put his review of John Pizzarelli Meets the Beatles, no stars, and then the subject heading was Abbey Roadkill. So now I'm in a studio 16 years later in which Paul McCartney is going to enter. And sure enough, at noon, here comes Paul McCartney, Los Angeles, California. He comes in, says hello to Diana Krall, and the bass player and the drummer turns, heads towards me. Tommy LaPuma, the producer, says, Paul McCartney, John Pizzarelli, Paul McCartney. I stick out my hand and I say, it's an honor to meet you, sir. He looks right at me and he says, you made a Beatles CD. Now, this could go any way at this point, but I'm still holding his hand. Yeah. And thank you very much. And you can't lie to a Beatle at that point, and I say, yes, I did. And he looks at me and he says, it's very good. And he walks away. And all I could think of to say, which I did, was you could have written that on Amazon. Saved me so much trouble. But no. So, thank you. So, on our double exposure record, we continue to try and upset Mark Hennicky, and we've done a little arrangement of I Feel Fine that we paired with Lee Morgan's Sidewinder. I think you'll see what we got up our sleeve. Martin?
Says so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. A baby says she's mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know. She says so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad that she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things, you know, buys her diamond rings, you know. She says so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. Hey. So glad she's my little girl. She's so glad, oh, she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things, you know, buys her diamond rings, you know. She says so. She's in love with me and I feel fine.
very much. It's Kevin Canner on the drums, Martin Pizzarelli on the bass, Konrad Pashkutsky on the keyboard. Thank you. We also get a lot of requests to play Allman Brothers, and we thought we would do that for you tonight. This is called In Memory of Elizabeth Reed as Seen Through the Eyes of Wes Montgomery. Kevin Canner, Martin Pizzarelli, Conrad Peshkutsky. Thank you.
John Pizzarelli and the John Pizzarelli Quartet. His latest is Mercer Street, his salute to Johnny Mercer. You heard a lot of Johnny Mercer tunes during that set. Yeah, what a great talent, Mr. John Pizzarelli. Our thanks to John Pizzarelli, and our thanks to Allen Toussaint and to Caroline Rose and to all the great musicians who came with these folks. What a great evening of music we had here in Huntington at the Keith Albee Theater, part of the Martial Artists series, a series that is over 70 years old, has brought you some great, great talent over the years. And I think we lived up to that tradition on this show. Our thanks to Penny Watkins and all the folks who run the Martial Artists series. And of course, our thanks to all of you that are here at the Keith Albee. And as always, special thanks to you listening there on the radio, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We never, never forget that, never take you for granted. Next week, a classic show from 1999 with Randy Newman, Richard Thompson, Mattapat, and the trio of Eddie Reeder, Clive Gregson, and Boo Hewerdine. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley, Vasilia Skouras. Assistant producer is Joni Deutsch. Production manager is Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. With production assistance from Michael Lipton, Joey Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotions. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Let's go and hear some live music wherever you are, just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Here's one of the Allen Toussaint songs that I heard as a hit song on the radio way back when I was a teenager. Chris Kenner sang it. And it goes like this. Oh, come on, let me tell you where it's at. Oh, come on, let me show you where it's at. Oh, come on, let me show you where it's at. The name of the place is I Like It Like That. Oh, come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. The name of the place, I like it like that. Well, then they got a little place across the track. The name of the place is I Like It Like That. You take Sally, I'll take Sue. We're gonna rock away all of our blues. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. The name of the place, I like it like it. Ryan Kennedy, now play it. Allen Toussaint, play the piano. John Pizzarelli on the guitar. Front solo there. Michael Lipton on the guitar. All right, Brett, play the steel guitar. guard now. Allen Toussaint.
The last time I was down there, I lost my shoes. They had some guy shouting the blues. The people were yelling out for more, and all they were saying was, "Go, man, go."
Well, come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Oh, come on, let me show you where it's at. The name of the place. I like one more time. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. The name of the place is I Like It Like That.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Division of Tourism. Mountain Stage is a production of West Virginia Public Broadcasting. This is NPR.